All right, you guys remember the movie Frozen? I mean, how could you not? If your children was anything like my daughter, they were singing let it go throughout the entire house, morning, noon, and night. That was the song that just never ended. And she would do it all the time. I mean, she didn't even want to watch the entire movie. All she wanted to do was speed up, get right to that part where they just start singing, let it go, let it go. That was her favorite movie for a long time. I mean, we decorated her entire room behind that theme. She had the Anna and Elsa comforters and pillows and even a vanity where she got to, dress up like Anna and Elsa, and she was just really into that Frozen movie. And then one day, I think it was maybe Christmas or her birthday, I noticed that she started keeping a lot more watches and bracelets and things, and so I decided to get her one of these. It's a little jewelry box, right? And so this Anna and Elsa little jewelry box, what made it unique and what made it very special, the reason why she still holds on to it today, is because it has this thing around back where you crank it up, right? And when you crank that up, you can hear it tuning up. All right. And after you crank it up, you open it up, and this little thing comes out. And you hear that song playing. And here's the thing I used to find about my daughter. Man, she used to sit there and play with this thing for hours. And I mean hours. And every now and again, whenever it just stopped, she'd crank it up again. And she'd just open it up, and there's that song. Just hours of enjoyment. And then, as she got older, she would just put it away. But every now and again, she'd bring it out and let it go. I mean, she was just really into that. Here's the thing. I think a lot of times we treat God like this. We treat God like this because we enjoy Him. But once the novelty wears off, or once we realize that God has rules, He has an agenda, and He requires for us to do things His way, we begin to put it away. But every now and again, we want to pull it out and get that nostalgic feeling and everything. We might listen to it for a while. We might celebrate with it for a while, and then we close it and put it away. Recently, I just dug this out of a box. She doesn't even really play with it anymore. My fear is that we treat God a lot like this because we treat Him like He's a plaything, like He's just something to be enjoyed on Sundays or for Bible study every now and again, or whenever there's a concert or a musical at the church. Yeah, let's go enjoy a little bit of Jesus. But when it comes down to following His rules and doing as He says, that's when we close up shop and set it down. All right, that's enough, God, for right now. That's enough for right now. Here's the thing. In Daniel chapter 7, Daniel lays out all of human history. The king has a vision of a great big statue. This statue shows all the kingdoms of the earth in Daniel chapter 7. All the kingdoms of the earth from Daniel's time all the way up until the time of Christ's reign. Now, we get all of these different empires that pop up. I mean, the Romans, the Babylonians, the Persians, even our current governments today. But here's the thing. All of those start and they stop. But where it ends is with God's government. And in Daniel chapter 7, it tells us that God, Jesus, was given power and a kingdom. And where His kingdom? When you're a part of His kingdom, you can't just put Him away like that toy every now and again and bring Him out every now and again. You've got to follow His rules and do what He says. God, help us to not treat You like a forgotten Christmas toy. Help us to follow Your word, Your way, and Your will constantly, always. Keep reminding us in Jesus' name. This has been Reverend Brandon Spriggs from the Zion Hill Agape Baptist Church in Capitol Heights, Maryland. And this has been your morning message in 5 minutes. Until next time, keep advancing the kingdom.